In the relentless hum of Tokyo, where millions of stories intertwine and disappear, Sato Haruka's life was a study in precision. At 28, she was a quiet salarywoman on the 14th floor of a finance company. Her days were a predictable rhythm of spreadsheets, coffee cups, and polite, distant smiles. She found comfort in order, in the predictable cadence of the city's heart. Then, one rainy Thursday, the rhythm broke. Kobayashi arrived, a transfer from Osaka, as vibrant and unpredictable as the storms she always seemed to get caught in. Her laughter echoed in the sterile office hallways, a warm, bright sound that felt out of place. Haruka tried not to notice her. She truly did. But it was impossible. The way Aoi's hair brushed her shoulder in a crowded elevator, the soft lilt of her Kansai accent slipping through a serious meeting. Haruka's carefully guarded heart began to beat to a different, unfamiliar drum. It started with small, simple moments. "Want to have lunch together?" Aoi asked one afternoon, her smile disarming, holding up 2 bento boxes as if it were the most natural thing in the world. Haruka hesitated. "I usually eat alone." Aoi's smile only widened. "Then today, you'll make an exception." And so she did. They ate by the wide office window, watching the city breathe below. Aoi talked about everything and nothing: her mischievous cat, her failed attempts at cooking, and her theory that Tokyo people walk too fast. Haruka found herself laughing, a real, unpracticed laugh that felt foreign and wonderful. Soon, those shared lunches bled into stolen coffee breaks, and coffee breaks stretched into long, meandering walks after work as the city lights began to sparkle. With each shared secret and every easy silence, Haruka felt a warmth spreading through her, a feeling she couldn't or wouldn't dare to name. The confession came on an evening drenched in rain. Trapped under Haruka's small umbrella, the streets around them were a beautiful blur of neon reflections. Aoi leaned in close, the scent of rain and her shampoo filling the small space between them. "You know," Aoi said softly, her voice barely a whisper above the downpour, "you're the only reason I don't hate this job." Haruka's breath caught in her throat. "Don't say things like that." "Why not?" Aoi's gaze was direct, searching. "It's true." The world seemed to fall away. The roar of Tokyo faded into a distant hum. In that fragile moment, it was just the two of them. "Haruka," Aoi whispered, her eyes holding a universe of unspoken questions. "Do you ever think about us? About something more?" Haruka's heart hammered against her ribs. For her entire life, she had built walls of caution and care. But now, with Aoi looking at her like that, the walls crumbled. "Yes," she admitted, the word escaping on a shaky breath. Every day, relief washed over Aoi's face, followed by a trembling smile. Before Haruka could process it, Aoi leaned in and kissed her. It was a soft, hesitant kiss, tasting of rain and quiet revelation. In that single moment, the world tilted on its axis. After that night, their world was split in two. At work, they were colleagues, maintaining a professional distance that felt like a performance. But in the stolen moments in the quiet of the copy room, on the breezy rooftop garden, in the cozy corner of a small cafe, their true selves emerged. A lingering glance, a brief touch of hands, a shared smile that held a secret meaning. Each stolen second was a precious, beautiful treasure, a world they built just for themselves. They knew the world outside wasn't ready for them. Aoi's parents still spoke of marriage, and Haruka's co-workers joked about her being too focused on work to have a life. So they kept their love hidden, a quiet flame burning brightly in the shadows. One morning, just before dawn, they sat by the Sumida River, watching the first train of the day glide across the bridge. The air was cool, the sky a pale, promising blue. "I'm thinking of quitting," Aoi said, breaking the peaceful silence. "I got a job offer in Kyoto, but I don't want to leave you." Haruka's throat tightened. "Then don't," she pleaded. Aoi gave her a sad smile. "It's not that easy." Haruka reached out and for the first time in the open, took Aoi's hand. The soft morning light illuminated their faces. "Then promise me something," Haruka said, her voice firm. "No matter where you go, don't forget this. Don't forget us." Tears welled in Aoi's eyes as she nodded. "Never." They kissed again, a long, gentle promise filled with all the words they couldn't say out loud. Months later, Haruka stood alone in the same bustling station where their story began. The crowds flowed around her, an endless river of faces. In her pocket, she clutched a letter, Aoi's messy, familiar handwriting a comforting weight. It read, "I miss our coffee breaks. I still dream of Tokyo rain. Wait for me when the cherry blossoms bloom. I'll come back." A smile touched Haruka's lips as she closed her eyes. Outside, the first snowflakes of winter began to fall, blanketing the city in white. Tokyo moved on, ever changing. But somewhere within its heart, between the noise and the lights, two quiet souls were still reaching for each other, across the distance, against the odds, and through the seasons. Thank you so much for watching this story unfold. If it touched your heart, please consider liking this video and subscribing to the channel for more stories like this. See you next time.